nice. I got a request today to do a video on jealousy. There's a couple of different, they just said lack. That's a way to oversimplify. So this video is about lack. So first, I'm going to talk about the kind of being jealous of somebody else being happy. When you're watching somebody else have a really great time and they just started dating or they found this incredible catch and you want to be really happy for them, but then there's a part of you that feels like, I wish that were me. Why isn't that me? In that type of thing. What that is you're putting too much weight on this person coming into your life and all of a sudden like creating some kind of like happiness for you that you couldn't create for yourself, which that is impossible. You have to learn how to make yourself happy in order for you to be able to be happy in a relationship with someone. Because that's just the way that it works. That's just the way that it works. Because if you end up unhappy and you find somebody who makes you happy, you're going to end up being miserable because you're constantly going to make demands on the other person to be a certain way and act a certain way in order for you to feel okay. And there's always going to be a little bit of that codependency, at least in our 3D world at this time. So give yourself some slack there, that there could be that. But in regards to having that feeling with this person, just know, for one, it's an illusion. Every couple goes through their pain, their suffering, their ups and their downs, their own insecurities, their fighting, their disagreements, their all of that. So no matter how perfect it looks from the outside, it's not as perfect as you think, and it is a work in progress within itself. So no one needs to get that like negative energy thrown at them for doing their very best to love the person that they love with all their heart. And that's really all that they're trying to do. So, and they're getting validation, they're getting acceptance from another person saying, hey, I validate you. You're a special person to me. Which, could fade in time. It could fade in time. We're not perfect at our love for each other. And humanness tends to come in, but that's why you don't become dependent on somebody like that. That's why you have to learn to kind of hold your own and mature and self-reflect and have your own self-awareness and whatnot. Okay. So that's the first thing. It's an illusion to think that it's perfect and that it's something that you'd like to have, because maybe you have no idea what's going on behind the scenes. They could be totally miserable for all you know and putting a big smile on for the camera or whatnot. Okay. Number two, when you believe somebody else has something that you would like to have and you don't have, you're putting yourself in that lack mentality. And in that lack mentality, you are attracting more lack. So that which you fixate on and put all your attention on, you're going to create more of. So you're going to have more things to complain about, more things that you see that make you unhappy, more evidence and proof in your life that you're lacking what it is that you really need. So try something on for size. When you see somebody happy, just be super happy for them and know that if that's happening in your reality and you're witnessing that, that means that you're that much closer to it yourself. So take it as a really good sign. The more unions you see, the more couples that you see, the happier you get that it's coming closer to you, to happening to you. That's a good way to look at it so that you can let go of that jealous feeling. When it comes to love, like being jealous of your person, maybe meeting somebody else or being attracted to someone else or flirting with someone else and that type of thing, there's, everyone's always going to be attracted to other people. That's just where we are attractive beings. And there are even like past life feelings and vibes that you pick up on somebody you've had an affair with in a past life, somebody you've been married to in a past life. There's all kinds of people that we run into in these lives that make us feel like home, or make us feel really special, or make us really drawn to them magnetically, or they could even cast a spell on you. Who knows what it is? But whatever it is we encounter, we cannot make somebody love us, and we cannot make them treat us the way that we'd like them to. So try to go into a relationship and say, okay, let's see what they do with my love. I'll give them my trust. I will give them the benefit of the doubt and watch what they do with it. You know, somebody who truly loves you will consider your feelings and think about how you would feel if they did something, and they will think it out. They will think out the consequences. And they will know that there is always going to be a consequence for whatever action they choose, either positive or negative. There's always going to be something that comes from that. You know, they're planting a negative seed that's going to sprout up something, a negative consequence, or they're going to sprout a positive seed that's going to also have that consequence. So try to open your mind that you cannot control someone to love you. You just can't. They're going to have to just show it to you. And ultimately, if you're not happy with the level of love that they show you, and they do run out and cheat on you, or, they're keeping secrets from you, or all of this stuff, you can do your best to work out your own stuff, do your own self-reflection, and see what you can do to improve the situation for yourself, and then come together with your partner as a team and talk about how a situation made you feel uncomfortable, or that you don't appreciate the flirting because you feel like it gives the other person a thumbs up and a green light to go ahead and make more passes at you. And it can escalate to a situation that becomes a problem that could get between you guys. But it can lead to better communication and talking those types of things out, and cause some healing to happen. Maybe you had, misunderstood, and you have kind of a trigger finger, like you kind of get real sensitive when you really don't need to be, when you have somebody who truly is very faithful to you. Don't jump to conclusions would be another thing. Always talk to your partner about how you're feeling. Don't just go lash out unless you have if there's only like one way communication or something like that, you're probably going to jump to conclusions sometimes and lash out in some way, shape, or form. But don't do anything like irreversible, or, just try to give the person, if you guys are in communication, give the person the benefit of the doubt and sit down and talk to them reasonably, and just let them know how you felt. Okay, so hope that helps. And I just figured that we would take a look also and get some guidance on this. And there's always somebody out there that will love you the way that you want. So even if your person, it turns out that they just can't be faithful people, it's just impossible for them, you'll figure that out. And you could find somebody, ultimately, that would be voluntarily that way, or it would be easier, or they would just choose to do that to give you what you want. Success. So, and simplicity. So we'll look at success first. Not that you can see that, it's far away, but okay. So let's look at success. Security. Yeah, they're saying that it's something that makes you feel safe. You don't want this love taken away from you. You don't want somebody coming in and stealing it from you, or nabbing it from you, or, that kind of a thing. But that which is meant to be for you is always going to find its way back, or never leave, because it values you too much. Tropical jungle with the success card. Tropical jungles are some of the richest and most successful habitats on our planet. They have incredible diversity, a multitude of plant varieties and animal inhabitants. They are dense with life force that is rapidly growing and rapidly changing. The lushness of their vegetation is essential to the ecological health of the earth. In many ways, the success of the planet depends on the rainforest. These areas are called the lungs of the planet. The plants absorb carbon dioxide, produce oxygen, and help reduce the impact of worldwide climate change. In addition, thousands of plant and animal species that may have medical properties have yet to be discovered. So satisfaction, contentment, and fulfillment are at hand. Success is waiting to expand in your life. So you are going to have, with this person, with your true love, you are going to have that satisfaction that you're looking for and that contentment and fulfillment that you are looking to have. Success is waiting and ready to expand in your life if your heart is open. Be ready to accept and embrace this success, for it might occur rapidly. So you also have to have an open enough mind to say, you know what, my mind is going to play tricks on me. I know that at first because I've been burned so many times and whatnot. You may go in with these sensitivities, but be ready, because just as quickly as those jealous habits were created, they could be open-minded enough to say that they could radically and very quickly dissipate just as fast, especially coming into the new earth and the 5D. Thoughts, like when you come up to the 5D and you go through the ascension, you're not even going to have thoughts about things like that anyway, because those are I could say like demonic or satanic thoughts. I mean, you might want to have to, I don't want to get off on another subject, but they're not natural. Let's just say that they're not natural. So be ready to accept and embrace the success, for it might occur rapidly. All is possible. The gates of triumph are waiting to open. Being in a state of gratitude for all of the small successes in your life will give birth to larger ones. So you guys are going to build trust slowly, and you're going to be communicating openly and being honest with each other and like build that rapport. And then pretty soon you might not just take one step at a time, but you might take a couple steps or like a big leap, and then all of a sudden you feel like the floodgates are open and you find this incredible chemistry between you guys and rapport that's really easy to maintain. And there's just an automatic trust there, despite anything that's happened in the past. But you need to stay in the state of gratitude for all the small things all along in order for those big things to happen. Your satisfaction, and that's also about keeping your attention on the things that you want, not on the things that you don't want. So continuously nurturing along that feeling of satisfaction. I really love that he or she does this, and I really love that they do that, and I so appreciate this. And I've even heard the couples that last the longest for many, many years, you ask them, what is the secret to a long-lasting relationship? And somebody did a study on it once, and everybody who was in that situation said that the key is to show gratitude, to always thank the other person for what they contribute to your life on a regular basis, on a daily basis, like show appreciation for your person. Your satisfaction will come in many forms and from many areas of your life. Celebrate it all and breathe it all in, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. This is an excellent time to make commitments, sign contracts, and make deals, because good fortune will ensue. Holy cow. And then they're saying take risks over here. So they're like, don't let jealousy or anger or any of those like issues that you had before in prior relationships get in your way or keep you from wanting to go into this relationship because you're sure that it's going to happen all over again, or you're kind of failing it before it even has a chance to get off its feet, and fly. They're saying that take a chance, take a risk on this, because you will succeed. And so let's look at simplicity. And simplicity, first thing I see is a feather. So if you've been seeing feathers, that's your confirmation. And feathers are a sign that angels are around as well. So angels will be helping you guys have success. Angels want to help, and extraterrestrials for that matter really want us to get to a place of simplicity. And the 5D really is simplicity. It's really just dropping all beliefs. Dropping all beliefs and allowing, and like real love is allowing everything to be just as it is. It can be, it's a healing process. It's not something you just decide to do and all of a sudden all your programming is gone. But if you're diligent and you keep dropping your ego and you just keep working on your healing and making things nice and simple, even, keeping aware of the aliveness in your body, just something as simple as that can really help you expedite things and have that success. Simplicity, white feather. Imagine a single white feather illuminated against a blue sky, wafting on warm air currents as it floats into the earth with simplicity and grace. Both Native Americans and Egyptians thought feathers were messages from the sky gods. Chiefs would wear feathers to symbolize their communing with the Creator. It was believed that when one wore feathers on one's head, messages from a human could travel to spirit. Likewise, messages and energy from the spiritual realms could travel back down to the human through the hollow shaft of a feather. Feathers were also wafted through the air to cleanse and purify a space. To find a sacred simplicity and have clarity in your life, do only what matters. Release everything else. Simplify your life. Scan all areas and clear both internal and external clutter. Rest, rejuvenate, and only participate in what is truly important to you. Relinquish everything else. Do not delay. Do it now. When your life is cluttered with objects, relationships, time constraints, and emotions, there's no room for spirit. There's too much static and too much stuff to connect to your soul. The smallest amount of clutter and clearing can make a difference. What comes to mind too is after you guys do have any kind of conflict, even with people at work, and it doesn't even involve your relationship, make sure that you cleanse your own energy when you come home or cleanse your home after a fight. Just be very conscious of what your environment feels like or what you're bringing home to your partner. Because sometimes fights are caused because you were around negative people and then you bring that home with you and then you end up, kicking the cat, so to speak. So also just keep it down to the basics. Like don't clutter both of your lives with a bunch of nonsense that doesn't really matter to you guys, just to people please, like going to parties or going to things that don't really matter to the two of you. Also coming together in simplicity in terms of like deciding what it is that's good for both of you, that you both agree on is important. I want to go to these things. I don't want to go to these things. It's not important that we do all of them, but what we do agree to do needs to be really truly coming from our heart and something that we desire and that we feel good about doing together. Or you guys can make a compromise, like say somebody's into NASCAR and wants to go to that. The other person's into opera, and so maybe neither of you really like doing the other thing, but you do it to make your partner feel good and supported in what they do or what they enjoy. And you may open your mind to enjoying that yourself. There might be some aspects that you can enjoy for yourself. They're also saying take time to really reflect and ask spirit all the time in your relationship, is this a good thing to do? Is this a good thing for us? And to consider also that everything that you do, everything that you say is either going to be productive and helpful to your relationship, or it's going to be dismantling and dissolving it. It's going to be working against your relationship. So always ask yourself, is this something that's building my relationship up, or is it something that's tearing it down? And that can be a good barometer to use as you go through time. I was thinking of doing a spread for those of you in relationships or something, like advice for that. So I think that we're actually coming into that. I think they're throwing that in here. So a lot of people are coming into union, so you guys could definitely use some advice. Donations, tithing, and charitable work. Give joyfully to the organizations and people who spiritually support and inspire you, and know that your generosity will be returned to you manyfold in miraculous ways. What I'm actually getting from this card is not to some of you in relationships, like one of you will be really, really tight on money, like really want to have a budget, and the other one's going to be like, just spend, it'll come back, and that type of an attitude. I think they're encouraging you guys to be of an abundant mindset, so much so that we have a lot to give. What can we give to? How can we help? What could we give away? As long as you're simplifying your life, maybe you're moving in with your partner or something. Maybe you can give some things away to people who are in need of whatever it is that you have. Yeah, in every way, let go of everything that doesn't serve you anymore, that you haven't used for a long time, and just declutter and simplify everything in your life. What do we truly need around here? What could somebody else be using? Somebody else might be using this on a regular basis. And just have that generous spirit with each other, with compliments, with genuine, feedback. Good, sincere, positive feedback is always needed. Generosity, positivity, faith, and optimism. You open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. So also when it comes to jealousy and things like that, this is like giving that grace. This is like giving, saying, you know what, I trust you, go forward. Let's see what happens. Here's, you could even have a game plan going forward. If I feel uncomfortable, I'm going to, give you a code or say something or whatever, but you guys get on the same team, but give a lot of grace and a lot of trust, and think positive and feel in your mind, like go through that situation in your mind and how it plays out, and imagine things going the best possible way. Like you becoming friends with the people that you thought that you might be jealous of and things like that. Just imagining, things that you never even would have thought of. Just keep a very, very open mind and an open heart, and keep positive. Ask for your needs to be met. Be praying about it actively. Tell the angels what's weighing on your heart or how you're feeling or what you're thinking, and ask them to help you. Tell them, I really, really need to feel like, not threatened. I need to feel like my person is on my side and they're not out to get me or deceive me or fool me or trick me or manipulate me or whatever. Let's see what it says. God and the angels can come to your aid only if you make a free will choice to be helped. So always ask the angels to intervene on your behalf if you ever feel that you need it. And don't forget that they're there for you guys, and they really want you guys to be happy. Okay. Be positive. It's only going to be a turnoff to your person too if you're just automatically assuming the worst. Your thoughts can shape your experience, so be sure to focus on the positive. Again, focus on the positive. They keep saying that. That's how you're going to make a change. Don't expect this relationship to be what you've always experienced with your karmic people. Then you kind of rob yourself of the experience of having a miracle happen. Stand by your commitment. So they're actually, I don't know if you can hear that or not, but I got a phone ringing here. I can't seem to find my cursor. There we go. Okay, so stand by your commitment. You're strong enough to keep the promise you've made. Don't back out now. Your angels believe in you. So this is also encouragement to be faithful to each other. I believe when you found that right person, that it should be fairly easy, because you don't want to hurt the other person. I really don't believe in polygamy. It could be for some people, I suppose. But I think as we grow and we mature and we go more into the 5D, I think it's going to be more natural that we are with a person, just like those animals that mate for life. So stand by your commitment could also be like stand by your commitment for your own personal growth and self-awareness. Don't take it out on your partner and act irrationally, jump to conclusions and hurt them unnecessarily. Like commit to yourself to go do Byron Katie's work, to sit down and work it out on paper, or to do whatever you can so that you're not reacting, but you're responding to the situation in a more mature way. You are healed. The healing you've prayed for is on its way. So these things that you're afraid of happening in your relationship are unwarranted fears. You are healed and healing. You've made enough progress to be able to experience something different in this relationship if you keep an open mind and an open heart, and take time to breathe sometimes and just if you find yourself getting upset, separate yourself from the situation and go get your head on straight, and just take a deep breath and just kind of ask God even for guidance. Ask the angels. Go in the bathroom and just be like, what do I do? What do I do here? Because I don't want to put any kind of I don't want to cause further damage to either of us. I really want us to heal. So what is the best response to this? Please guide my words and my actions right now. If it's too upsetting of a situation, just remove yourself from the situation as best you can. And then you guys can talk about it later. Ask your person, maybe have a code for I need to leave right now. You certainly don't want to be in a situation where you're, where you feel like totally trapped, and it'll make you feel like a wild animal in a cage, or so upsetting that you go throw up because you're not honoring yourself. So they want to talk about unconventionality. So don't be afraid to go against the grain with your partner. Whatever it is that you guys agree to and what makes you guys feel comfortable, that's between the two of you. And it's nobody else's business, and you don't have to be doing what everybody else is doing. And if you guys agree that swinging is your thing and you guys have an agreement as to the rules and guidelines that you're going to stick to, if that works for you, that works for you. If that makes both of you happy and makes both of you feel comfortable, fine. It's okay. Each couple should treat their relationship as, how much does this relationship fulfill the needs of both people equally? So now if you're in a situation where your partner wants something unconventional like that and you don't, you need to speak up and do not give into that if that's not what makes you feel comfortable or makes you feel special or makes you feel valued. But whatever it is that you guys are about, it's nobody else's business what you guys, do. That's why maybe a code would be better, and you don't necessarily have to tell everybody what you're about. Love life, new or renewed romantic love is here for you. So even if you've had betrayal in your current relationship with this person, through the separation period, or maybe you viewed it as betrayal, or maybe they went another direction and decided to come back and give you guys another chance. Whatever's happened, it can be renewed, and it may be in an unconventional way. Maybe you get Reiki done or do a clearing or something like that, and it kind of resets your relationship back to even a place that it's never been, and get you ready to love again. You're ready to love again. You're already there. You don't need anything more than what you have right now. If you're watching this video, you are ready. You are ready to love. And really love. You're going to see the difference between real love and what you thought it was before. Have self-confidence through God confidence. Just rely on spirit to hold your hand through that healing process and to help let go of some of these destructive beliefs and things that you've held on to, in some of the control. Prosperity. There's a positive shift in your flow of divine support. So I feel like you're going to be supported in every single way, shape, and form. This is going to, once you come together with this person, obviously you're going to be supported by the universe, and you're going to be, they just said raining blessings on you guys, but also prosperity in the sense that, all these other forces, all these other spirits and spirit team just come to your aid anytime that you guys should need it. What's at the bottom of the deck? Natural beauty and authenticity. So this relationship is unconventional in the way too, that you guys aren't just judging each other by each other's bodies or outside influences or standards. This is a love that's known from the heart, from the core of who you truly are. So it cannot be compared. Don't be insecure about your anything, your body, your money, whether you don't have enough or have too much of anything. It's like, just know that you guys have a soul connection that's beyond that, and nobody else needs to understand it. It's none of anybody else's business what's going on. And you guys, Keep your problems to yourself too. Don't discuss them with other people as much as possible, because unless they are open-minded enough people to support you, they're not going to say, oh my gosh, I'm so fed up with this, you really need to leave this guy, or anything like that. They're your good friends, the ones who are there properly supporting you, are going to say, okay, if you decide to give them another chance, then I'm happy with that. I just support you in whatever you decide. So you want somebody to support you in that way, but you still don't want to put a bad taste in somebody else's mouth over your person. So try to keep things like that to yourself. Working out on paper, doing Byron Katie, or whatever you got to do. You can talk in general terms, but try to, try to not get people against the person. Okay. You guys are going to be spending some time alone together, and the more time you spend together being intimate, whether this actually be a honeymoon or just spending time together, you get that trust, and that bond is going to be growing. Yeah, you don't want codependency. You don't want codependency, and that's why we're talking about this. And that's why you get to know each other and you build that rapport, as you're trying to get away from that feeling of like, you must make me happy by doing this, that, and the other thing. Feeling like grabbing one of these. Great personal sorrow comes with this codependency. So choose to build rapport instead. You'll reap what you've sown. So be careful about the way that you treat this relationship. Addictions just popped in my head too, because it talks about addictions underneath here. If you're dealing with an addiction, try to get away from it. Try to go somewhere where that isn't there, if that makes sense. Where there's no drugs, no alcohol, no whatever it is that the addiction is. Just spend time completely secluded on your own to go through any kind of shifts that need to happen with that. Codependency, addictions, reaping what you've sown, personal sorrow. What goes around comes around. So I feel like don't let any okay, if you've had a codependent person in your life, don't let them come back around and snag you and pull you back into the drama again. Get away from them. Even if you have to escape somewhere, like get away from them. It might be a stubborn, aggressive person. Maybe somebody with fair hair, a man with fair hair, for some of you. Okay, a financial pinch. Financial pinch. You don't have to have money in order to go away together. It doesn't have to be an expensive honeymoon. It can be something cheap. It can be out in the woods. It can be camping, anything like that. A relationship with a darker haired man. So maybe you're codependent on a fair-haired person, and you are, you need to get away with somebody with darker hair. Some of you, these are men. An arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Okay, so this, just getting away from controlling, opening up your heart, and spending time getting to know this person, whether it be an expensive getaway or a totally cheap one. You're going to be able to triumph over troubles and obstacles if you stick together. And they're also saying with what goes around comes around. It feels like some karmic patterns might happen where whatever you do to this person in this true love relationship will be done to you, either by that person or an outsider or something. It feels like almost immediate karma will come around and whoop you on your butt. If so, don't deceive this person. Once you have this valuable true love person in your life, be completely transparent with that person. Be completely real with that person. Finances and career. So I just saw changes. I saw the word changes. Changes with accepting what is, mending bridges, and stepping into stillness. Okay, so accepting what is. It could be that you have to say, you know what, it's not the best financial situation I've ever been in, but this is the time for a new beginning. So I'm going to go ahead and make that move, or I'm going to go ahead and go and mend the bridge with this person. You know, I'm going to go make things better, make things right with this person, and the finances will come. You know, the finances will come as we heal things. So I'm going to step into stillness and out of fear, and I'm going to realize I have and am all that I need to be in order to make this situation better. That's funny. Paula's eating her food. Expect miracles, guys. Miracles are blossoming in your life, or about to start blossoming in your life. Okay, anything else, you guys? What's your soulmate? Love, partnership, magnetic attraction between two people, union. You discover a deep sense of yourself through a relationship with another. So it's just going to get deeper and deeper as you go along. Just keep being honest, keep an open heart, keep an open mind, keep giving each other the benefit of the doubt. Come together with a cool head, and you guys can work through anything. Oh, they said codependent obstacles overcome too. Through cleansing waters, purification activates vibrant life force. View from above. So just keep stepping back and getting the bigger picture. Maybe go for a swim if that helps you. Go to a lake, go spend time near a lake. Express your feelings. Float above those feelings. You know, make it easy however you can to express feelings. Get comfortable expressing feelings. Purify even your intentions. You know, if you had a certain lifestyle, you could get the bigger picture of what it is that truly will make you happy, both of you, and just purify this true love relationship by having your heart on your sleeve like never before. Grace and gratitude is the key to a long-lasting relationship. Travel lightly and simplify your life because you're about to move in together, get married. You know, you guys are taking it to the next level, and or you guys might be traveling a lot. Maybe you're going to get in a mobile home and just go all over the place. Who knows? Okay, so beautiful. So what do you want to tell these true loves coming into union or who are already in union now? Oh, I feel like grabbing an Archangel Michael card with that. Make a commitment. Whoa. Wow. Oh my gosh. Archangel Michael is the angel of courage and confidence. I call upon you to lend me your strength. Allow me to commit to myself, my life, and my divine purpose. Please clearly guide me so I can fully open my heart to every experience, including a terrifying true love. Okay. You guys want to say to these couples who are coming into union or are already in union? Have integrity. Take action out of integrity. When your intuition speaks to you and says to go do something or to buy something or to make a gesture or an expression, do it out of integrity. Take action immediately and act on it. You can have a fresh, new, clean slate. Just keep coming back to that. This is somebody who has a pure heart and they're like a child. They'll walk right off that cliff without even knowing because they're so in the moment. And they're just like, la-di-da-di-dee. So, and be like that sun shining. That sun always heals. It helps, it heals, it can clear the slate at any moment. You know, you can always come back to the sun. If you even have a playful spirit like that dog, keep a playful spirit. Have a sense of humor about things. It'll do wonders for you guys. And at the bottom of the deck, commitment, marriage, institution. And it's also about having faith. Learn and grow. And you might be teaching about this, how to have a successful relationship. Yeah, because as we go into the 5D, it's going to be a whole other experience than what people are used to in the 3D. It's going to be a whole different thing. It's going to inspire. Okay. So just remember too, a lot of things we've been taught in the 3D world have been what we've been taught by Luciferians. They've tainted everything. So pretty much a lot is opposite of what it truly is naturally. Anything else? Oh, you guys can have your dream come true. You can have money, wealth, dogs, cats, kids, the house that you want, the location you want. You can travel if you want. Anything you guys have ever wanted, you're going to have in this relationship with this person. Get rid of any kind of insecurities. You're going to be healing that. Whatever you've been putting your attention on prior to this relationship, you need to flip it to your new person. Flip all that attention and love and energy onto this new person. If you had an addiction, turn your energy away from the addiction onto your new person, your new life, the things that you want to produce in this in the days to come. Remember, always reflecting on, is this building my life up to where I want it to be, or is it tearing it down? Is it tearing down my relationship or building it up? Because you guys need a king or a queen to match you and to help you be successful in this life to come. You're not going to be doing it alone anymore. You're going to have the help of this person, and this person is going to bring you a lot of luck and all these things that you've ever wanted. So put your attention, make your commitment to the person that the person you're making this commitment to. Put your attention on them completely and fully, and you'll have a lot of luck as a result. Yeah, throwing that devil off the wheel, throwing that any kind of toxic person, any kind of codependent person that you used to be involved with, any kind of karmic temptation, codependency, like on anybody, I suppose. So if somebody's trying to control you, or if anything or anybody is toxic in any way to your relationship, you need to guard it and be totally committed to squashing whatever that is together in integrity. And always express your love and gratitude. Don't put on a poker face. Have your heart on your sleeve and express yourself. Okay. Anything else that you want to say about that devil energy, please? Anything else you want to say about the devil energy, spirit? Oh, they're looking at the Sacred Destiny card. So let me get that. Oh. Okay. So they're saying, make sure that there's always equal give and take in your relationship. There can't be one person being a beggar. You guys both have to be giving equally to each other. So that separation period where you guys were, one of you was ignoring and the other one looking for attention, that's going to balance out now. Worried about stealing, manipulating, and lies is going to balance out. Okay, so if you guys were in separation, you were worried that the other person was trying to manipulate, coerce you, or dupe you, or lie to you, or any of that. It's going to get balanced out in this relationship too. So they're saying break free from your worry, because any of your worries are self-imposed and unnecessary. This is your true love. And you're to go to the next level with this person and form a community of good, trustworthy friends to help alleviate your any kind of anxieties or fears. You might be marrying this person too, or moving in together, or both, or all the above. But it's going to feel like home with your true love. Okay. Yeah, Sacred Destiny card. Okay, so what is a card that this couple needs to see or hear right now? What is really important for these people who are concerned because they've been angry and jealous in past relationships, and they really just don't want to repeat that pattern? Or maybe they're jealous of other people who are in relationships. What's your advice, Spirit? Love. Aww. Aww. That's so sweet. That's a beautiful card. Oh my gosh. Okay, love. I'm going to try to hold this up while I read it because it's just so pretty. Okay. Roses are a universal symbol of love. The rose was associated with Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty. It was also thought to represent truth. In Roman times, a rose was hung in meeting places with the understanding that only truth could be spoken under the rose. In many Native American tribes, wild roses are a symbol of life. Tribes believed that wild roses were protection, so they kept them in their homes. The wild rose, as opposed to the domesticated rose, represents a love that is wild and free and without bounds. It blossoms all summer, and is beloved by bees and butterflies, of course. Okay, love is all around you. Love is coming into your life. You are ready. You are already more cherished than you can possibly know. Indeed, you are a sacred vessel for love to flow through you when you stand in the center of it all. All is well, no matter what is happening around you. You know that you are loved and that you are lovable. You know that there is nothing that you need to do to deserve love. You are enough just as you are. The Creator is love. And in the depth of your soul, you are love. In matters of the heart and romance, all is healing or is already healed. In terms of self love, your confidence and self esteem are growing as you take time to cherish and care for yourself and one another. Okay, guys, hope this was helpful. Have yourselves a beautiful day, and I'll talk to you later.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. If you're interested in getting a reading, you can check out my services at amysatori.com/services. You can also join me on Patreon, where I do a monthly energies reading, pick a deck, messages from spirit, and more. Subscribe to me on alternative channels such as BitChute, Brand New Tube, HugeTube, and the Collective Super Channel if you want to be sure we stay connected. Feel free to follow me on Instagram or reach out on Telegram as well. If you're interested in some great health-boosting products I'm a huge fan of, please enter the URL below in your browser for more information. Also, check for the latest updates in the description of my videos as I try to keep them up to date. Thank you so much and have yourself a beautiful day.